Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to Ezosu Football, my YouTube channel about football. Thank you very much for being here, and let's get started with today's video, which is my overall perspective preview of the group stage so far. And why did I choose to do it now, when we have two matches done? Because for me this is the most important part, because we're gonna start today the last matches, which decides who goes further on into the tournament and who matches against whom, right? So, also, besides that, we have two matches already. And firstly, I thought about doing this video when we had the first match over, but with the first match there is only so much that I can see, watch and evaluate from the teams that are participating in the tournament, right? But with two matches against different opponents, I have a way clearer opinion and objective knowing about the teams, okay? So we're gonna talk about the teams, the group, the playstyle, and what teams are surprising me the most in each group, and I want to hear your opinion in the comments down below, okay? Before we start, I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Shout out my beautiful partner Mystaria, you can check her links in the description down below. So we're gonna start with the first group, Group A, okay? Which perhaps has the weakest team in the tournament, which is Qatar, okay? But that's okay, let's not talk too much about them. They actually surprised me a little, having in consideration that they are the Asian champions, right? Let's confirm that. I think they are the Asian champions. If that's true, I mean, they were kind of disappointing then, right? We can't, right? So in terms of Netherlands, let's start with Netherlands. They have been a bit disappointing to me. Their play style is not... I mean, they're playing slow, 3 backs, 2 full backs, the midfield is very good, the forward line is very good, but just they're playing so slow, man. They won 2-0 against Senegal on the first match, which was basically the Senegal's keeper making 2 mistakes. That's true. Yeah, they are. They won. No, they won? Yes. No, that's the organizers and that's the victory. Yeah, they won against Japan. How is the Asian champion playing this bad? I don't get it. I think you guys can see it, right? Ah, now it's in the back. It's in the back, so let me switch up. Just a little bit here. Hold on. There we go. You can see, right here. No, not yet. Okay, I think you can see it now. Yeah, Qatar. 3-1 to Japan. You know what I'm saying? Champions. Qatar. Bro, what... You know, that just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. How is the champion team of Asia playing like this? But other than that, I'm a bit disappointed with Netherlands. I think they will go through, but I think like if they play against France or Brazil or even Portugal, I think they'll have a very tough time. They're not playing fast, they're not playing as creative as they used to play in the past, and I'm quite disappointed with them. Senegal was the team that in the first round surprised me the most. They were playing tactically, they were playing very, very well. They lacked a bit of creativity, but they were playing against Netherlands. They were super defensive, but very structured and with some good counters. Then they won against Qatar, right? So that's not a big surprise, but then they kind of fall down in my perspective about, like, I was surprised with them, right? And then I'm not so surprised with them, but also they played against Qatar, so I can't really evaluate a game from playing against Qatar. Like, Ecuador won against Qatar, and you can say Ecuador is a great team because they won against Qatar, right? So in Group A, I expect Netherlands and Ecuador to go through, because Netherlands will... Oh wait, but we have a great match today. Ecuador-Senegal. It will decide who goes in second. Or, depending on the goals, because Ecuador and Netherlands have the same goal difference. So I think I'll watch that match, Ecuador-Senegal. Will be live on this channel. It will be super, super, super interesting. I think Netherlands will win against Qatar, no doubts, and then Ecuador-Senegal will be a great match. Ecuador, to me, also, they're playing so, so well, and I remember I always like to watch the South America International Cup of the countries, right? And Ecuador, always not a great team, not a bad team, very in the middle, very fighting with a lot of grit, and they're surprising me with the quality of their play, the quality of their tactics. I feel their game passes a lot through Ener Valencia, and they could play a bit better, but Preciado playing very well, Plata playing very well as well. There was another guy, which I can't remember. Hincapié, what a central back. I really like Hincapié. He's a great central back, and I think he's very, very young, so he will get even better. And what really surprised me in Ecuador was the tactical discernment, the discipline, and how well they are organized, which was what Senegal surprised me as well in the first round. But then even against Qatar, we didn't saw a lot of creativity, we didn't saw a lot of spark, we didn't saw a lot of, things that I would expect to see from them against weaker opponents. And then Qatar is, to me, the greatest disappointment of the tournament. Alright, but I know a lot of people were not expecting a lot from Qatar. I was expecting a little bit because I watched some videos. I know how they do things. A lot of the players play in the same league. They have this great infrastructure where they infrastructure as in physically and as in a network around the world where they scout people from Africa, Asia, South America, and then they bring them to Qatar really, really young. They make them a second nationality Qatari, and then they develop them as an objective to be a part of the national team since very young, and that worked out. They played well in the Asian Cup, they won the Asian Cup, and then they just, because losing against Netherlands, okay, but they played so bad, they were so clumsy, the keeper that didn't know what they're doing. The best player for me is Afif from Qatar, or the number, I think it's the number 9 forward that usually doesn't start. I think it's Muntari, but I don't want to be wrong. They are great players, but the rest of the team is just very clumsy, very clumsy. If you go watch my live stream, which actually a video here on the channel about the first match, Ecuador-Qatar, I think it's the thing I say the most, being clumsy. Qatar just being so clumsy with the ball, they can make good passes, they can't make good first touches, they can't make anything good and simple. Alright, so Group A, my prediction is Netherlands going through and Ecuador going through as well. But it's going to be a great match because Netherlands, I'm sure they win against Qatar, so they'll have 7 points, and then Ecuador can have 7 points as well. But if Ecuador loses, Senegal is the one that goes forward as well. I believe Ecuador will win, but Senegal, I think they will play very in the back, very structured, looking for the counters. They have strong, fast players that really benefit from that play style, but Ecuador is defending very well. Ecuador is being very organized, so if Senegal doesn't bring creativity, if Senegal doesn't bring fast possession, fast passes, fast vertical inceptions, preparations of the Ecuador defense, I think they will not be able to do it because Ecuador has a nice defense and they're very, very well organized. And for me, the surprise in this group, for the negative, Qatar, and for the positive, first it was Senegal, and then I saw, against Qatar, you can't do much against Qatar, you can't be that creative, something is wrong in your mentality. So now Ecuador, for me, it's the biggest surprise in terms of how well organized they were, and they always have some quality. They are a South American team, they have grit, they have creativity. They were lacking a little bit that organization in the past, which they have worked very, very well. So I would like to see Ecuador go through. I think it's the best, it's healthier for the tournament as well. I think if Senegal goes through, they don't have a lot of chances, whoever they're playing, because of their mentality. They're not being very creative, they're just focusing on defending, and I don't like that. I think it's not healthy for the tournament as well. So my prediction is Netherlands in the first place, Ecuador in the... Because the thing is, if Ecuador wins, because Netherlands and Ecuador, they have the same goal difference, and that's what decides who goes first or second. So if Ecuador wins and Netherlands wins, then we need to see who scores more goals. I believe Netherlands will score a lot of goals against Qatar. Who knows? Maybe Qatar wakes up. They be like, bro, we are playing this in our country. The stadium is full with our people, which they are leaving super early as well. Go watch some videos about that. It's like 70 minutes on the clock and people are already leaving the stadium, which is very sad. But I mean, they might change here. They might get a draw from Netherlands if Netherlands fall asleep, because Netherlands, they've been falling asleep. There have been some good teams like Netherlands and England, and I can remember right now, they literally fall asleep in the field, bro. They play so slow. They play so... And Belgium. Yeah, and Belgium as well. They're playing so slow. They're playing... Their possession is not fruitful. And, bro, how do they want to win the World Cup playing like that, you know? But it's the third match already. The teams already have a clear direction and perspective about the place where they are, the vibe, the feelings, the thoughts, the energies of themselves, their opponents. So the third match is always a bit more competitive, because teams know way better how they are interacting with that specific environment, and teams usually adapt very well in the third match. So my prediction is Netherlands in first, Ecuador in second, because Netherlands will play against Qatar, which I think it will be easier for them to score more goals. I think Ecuador will win against Senegal. They just need the draw as well, but then they go in second place and they probably will meet England right on the Group B, which will... I think Ecuador can really win against England. England have a way better team, but the way they playing, bro, I just want to sleep when I watch England, you know. So there was no big surprises for me in Group A. It was just like, I really like how Senegal played against Netherlands. I think they played really, really well. But also Netherlands playing that slow style, sleepy style, which benefits the Senegal defensive play style. I just think Senegal can do way better. That's true. I think Senegal can... They have quality to play more creative, more offensive and faster, okay? So tell me in the comments down below what you think about Group A, and in general in the World Cup, which team do you support with your heart and which team do you think is going to win the World Cup, okay? Netherlands and Ecuador will go through in my opinion, and tell me who you think will go through in this group and in which position. As a Cloud Surfer, surfing out.